Everybody, what's going on, man? This your boy King, here with my guy 30. We back giving you another real episode of Built Different Pod. You already know how we do. 30, bring them in.
Yes, sir, man. You see the location, you know what I mean? Everything looking exquisite. We got the guests with
My
us.
man said exquisite.
What's wrong with what's
nothing.
wrong? That's
Hey,
SAT word.
Hey, look.
That's SAT
What'd you
word.
get on
I'm
your
just
SATs?
saying. You know what I'm saying?
Did you even take it?
I did. I think I got, 1,600?
You ain't getting no damn.
I think I got like a
1600.
1,600.
You got a perfect score?
That's a perfect score? Never mind. Like 1,200 then. 1,200 then. But it was like, I know it was in that tier. Whatever, bro. Whatever. You act like you got the printout, like you ready.
I was there, brother. But
right.
Hey, look, man, not too much about his SAT scores, man. We want to let you know, man, we got a very special guest here today. You might not know who he is yet, man, but you're going to remember and learn who he is after this episode, man, and everything he got going on, man. We got our boy Harvey Thomas here, one of my guys, man, for some years, man. Harvey, introduce yourself to the people, bro.
I'm Harvey Thomas. I'm from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Well known for playing at Georgetown University, 2001 freshman year, and then finished up at Baylor University prior to some unfortunate events that occurred. But I mean, you can go Google Harvey Thomas basketball. You can go ahead and read and find out about me, for yourself.
You already know, man. So we'll get into everything he talked about, man, but we kind of want to build up to that, though. But, you know, Harvey, if they read up on you, man, you're originally from Maryland, though, right?
Yeah, I'm originally from PG County, Maryland. I was born in Prince George's Hospital, Maryland. My family is from Maryland, D.C. area and everything. I relocated with my dad once he relocated down here. And my early age is like around 8 or 9 years old. And Fredericksburg became my home, you know. So I was born up there, but I was raised down here. So Fredericksburg is home.
What high school?
I went to James Monroe High School down here. And then from there, I ended up getting the opportunity to go to prep school at Mount Zion Christian Academy in Durham, North Carolina. I ended up going down there after I'd already completed my junior year at James Monroe and went down there and reclassified. So I did my junior year again, get an extra year in prep school. So I did an extra year just to, you know, refine my skills on the courts and, you know, get my grades up even more.
Okay. But it helped? Because, you know, reclassing now is heavy. So, you know, for a lot of the youth that's going to watch, man, and not necessarily might not know about that situation, like, give a little bit of insight to yours.
No question. It definitely helped me for my situation. You know, it gave me the opportunity to go and to build my stock up even higher, because I was one of the few like overnight success. Like I started off here, and then as soon as I went to Richmond and played Richmond Squires on the AAU scene, and they put me on a different platform with the basketball, with Adidas, and going out to Vegas, meeting Sonny Vaqueros, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of opportunity that was opened up for me going through that situation, that transition. So it definitely helped me. It allowed me to play alongside a few greats in the world of basketball, some known as such as Maury Stoudemire, Jared Jack, Jonathan Hargett from Richmond, Virginia, Tyrone Sallies, Antonio Hargroves, and plenty more, you know. But it definitely helped me. I mean, I think it can help the kids. It can help everybody as long as it's the right situation for that kid, you know.
Okay. You just spoke about, you know, some perks. Tell me, like, what was one of your favorite experiences during that part of your life?
Man, the favorite experience during that part of life is playing that basketball, for real. Yeah. That was it. Just playing that basketball and playing somewhere else instead of just playing at the crib or playing, you know, I play against these guys. I was getting a chance to see the world, man, with the basketball. That was the best part of it. And to go along with that, now I look upon it now later as a grown man, just the relationships that I was able to build from having those opportunities, you know what I'm saying, with just that basketball. Yeah. You know, to be able to still call a few great men my friends, my brothers still to this day because of basketball. You know what I'm saying? We come in finding common ground somewhere. That's the thing, you know, we all got to find common ground somewhere. We have conflict and finding common ground with each other. That's why we always come into conflicts with each other. But it's beautiful when you get able to find common ground. In basketball, sports is that tunnel for us as people and women too, to find common grounds and just with different diversities of life.
For sure. One of the things, like, the thing about it is, like with what I do and content creation too, I reflect on this a lot, is that you see people and they respect your work and they enjoy your work, and you get those relationships, like you just said, you get those connections where you can always go back to. It don't even matter about, where whatever this road takes you. It's like, well, I still got these connections that I can use in the future, and I can even take to another aspect of life or whatever. So, I mean, that's big. Like, I feel the same way, like what you just said.
And connections are key, man, because like even look at this situation. We come from just working with each other, right? Like building a relationship, a bond, to then, having probably what's going to be one of the most successful podcasts ever touch the United States of America, right? You heard it here first. You know what I'm saying?
I like you look at the camera when you say that.
So you gotta, you really, it's the saying of, don't burn your bridges, right?
For sure.
Because at some point you never know how it's going to come back full circle, man. So, just to even elaborate on that a little more for me, bro. Like, right, so a little back history, right? Like I've hooped with Harv for years, man, right? So Harv got a few years on me though, but once I got out of college and came back, started hooping locally, right?
Battles.
And I actually, more recently, man, got to play ball with you for the first time in a long time. And, what I will say is, man, Harv make the game easy, man, right? Like for a guard to have a combo, right? For, guard forward type player that moves the way he moves, man, and attacks the rim the way he does, right? And draws the attention that he does, right? Like physically, right?
You got a jump shot?
Average. Who, Harv?
Yeah,
Harv, man,
better than me.
Man,
I don't know about right now.
We shot in competition.
I'm fresh back in the gym.
We shot in competition
back
before.
in the gym now.
So I'm gonna bring the footage up at some point. I'm going to find it to let everybody see your jump shot.
No, but I'm saying we had a jump shot competition like for 3-point, right?
And you lost.
And I won. I took money from you, right?
You lost.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to make it about that. I don't want to make it about that hard. I don't want to make it about that.
On this on the last,
yeah, I don't want to make it about that. I'm just saying. So you don't got to disrespect me. I'm just saying.
Like, hey, back to my man. Hey, son, he always gonna try to get you. I don't let him do that. But again, it's hard to find those players because again, physically I'm average on the court because I'm 6'2", 6'3", right? Like Harv is a monster, and he's humble guy. He's not gonna say. I'm gonna say it for him. But to that point, Harv, right now you started an organization, a company, right? That helps the youth develop and grow, hopefully the proper way, man. So let's talk about that.
Definitely, shout out to Winmore Academy. Started, I got a business partner with that. But shout out to Winmore Academy. I mean, my mission statement with that is it's for the kids, for real. And it's just basically to give back to the kids, man, because everybody doesn't have the opportunity that I have. Everybody not going to get the opportunity that you have or that man has in different aspects of life. It was fortunate that I had the opportunity with basketball. And with basketball, with that being one of the sports, one of the entertainment is one of the biggest rulers of the world. So with that allowed doors to open up for me in different aspects of life to compare to some people, to compare to some people, other people's lives that without that might be the only door that opens up for them. So now I just wanted to go, through my trials and tribulations throughout my journey and my career playing basketball and everything, just to be able to have a platform to where I'm teaching these kids the fundamentals. Because basketball is life. That's what we grown in. Anybody play ball is life because at some point in time you can reference something that you're going through in life to basketball. There's something similar to that. And I'm sure it's the same way in other sports too. Once you locked in, because you dedicated, you spending that time when you're doing that, you dedicating your life, you dedicating a part of you to a dream and something else. So that's your life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the Winmore Academy, man, my mission statement is, man, it's bigger than basketball. It's about the community. It's about these kids. I want to get the kids from the young age and be able to have them come and see me every day if they need to, and today time for them to go to college. And all I want out of it is just to be like, man, Coach Thomas, man, I'm glad you worked with me, man. I'm going to college now. That's my reward, not the money part, because at the end of the day, you ain't got to have a lot of money to be rich. You're going to be rich as long as you got people. The more people you got, that's the money right there. That's the money right there. If I got 1 million people in my corner and I ask each other, if I need to ask each other for $1, then what do I got? Got $1 million.
Right.
But yeah, that's the long story short, Winmore Academy. It's just starting off, successfully had my 8th camp. Well, we had our Vape Camp this past weekend, and it's just a blessing to continue to keep going, man. Just trying to grow it into a brand, and to be able to bring my community, bring my peers along into something positive, because the algorithm that they sending us out here these days is designed to have our brains thinking about nothing but foolishness, no positive. So I just want to bring the positivity back and change the algorithm of the whole world for real, if I can, on my part.
Love it. Love it, man. Love it. And with that being said, right, so we touch base on you, right, and what you're doing, but quiet is kept, and I don't know how quiet it is. Man, you got a pretty good offspring, man, right? You got you know what I'm saying? Quiet is kept, man. Your daughter just received a full ride to Kentucky University.
Congrats.
Right?
Yeah, congrats to her.
Let's talk about her process, man, and how you feel as a father, man, to really see that blossom, bro. Like,
I'm proud. As a father, I'm proud, especially knowing personally everything that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the perfect father. None of us is the perfect father. None of us is a perfect human. We're never gonna be the perfect person. So I can't take claim like, yeah, I'm the best dad. Nah. I just look at myself and say I'm the worst dad.
Right.
But the way I feel, with my expectations of being a father, but all the work that she put in, I gotta give the credit to her mom. She lives with her mom, so her mom had to deal with her on a day-to-day basis. I didn't have to see her day-to-day basis. Right. I can be there right there with I'm the counselor on the voice on the other end of the phone until it's time to go up. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to get on that road, I'm getting on that road. But with that success right there, of course, it's obvious it runs in the family.
Right. Was there like pressure early on to mold her in that direction, so she, was in the sport with you?
It was never pressure to mold her to that, because as a man, the ultimate goal, dream is to have a son.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, that's my son. So when I had my daughter, I was like, all right, I got my daughter. Let me keep working on this son, though. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna put this work and keep working on this son. I'm gonna get this boy. But I'm gonna raise my daughter as a man that has a daughter. Like, I was raised by a single father, and my dad had daughters too. So I got sisters too. So I looked at that example like, nah, this is a daughter, it's a woman. I'm supposed to protect her. Nah, I put the basketball was always there on the floor, so she picked it up naturally. You know how it is around the house. But I never forced the basketball in her hand. She picked it up on her own, and man, she ran off with it. I only worked my daughter out one time.
Wow. Okay.
Everything else was just me seeing because of the distance, me seeing, and then the games that I got a chance to go to and everything, traveling to go to, just me seeing and giving my opinion, and her listening and taking that in and absorbing that. You know what I'm saying? Just the audio and the mental. All I can do is try to give her a visualization through what I seen audio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Through a dialogue. She picked that up on her own. All credit due to her. 24 Slink. I love you, baby. Zanaya Thomas. You can follow her. 24 Slink. And Zanaya Thomas, Kentucky University. Let's go big blue. I'm a Wildcat now. I'm a Wildcat again.
So if you can elaborate just a little bit more, man, because I want to give her shine, because she deserves it, man. So the process of picking Kentucky, can you speak on that? Like, what was some of the schools, man? What was her, you know what I'm saying? Was that the school she picked, or that was the best situation for her?
Man, to go into real detail for that right there, it's like her success is similar to, I look at the similarities. To mine, it's like it's just overnight. Her first 3 years of high school, she was at, I want to say Brush high school in there before she went to where she was at, ended up finishing up her senior year. Okay. She was there, not on no one's radar. Senior year, this last senior year, man, I'm talking about everywhere. That's thanks to the coaches, right? Thanks to it was the good. Like you asked me that question earlier about the prep school. Was it a good situation for the kids? I said, yeah, it's a good situation if it's a good situation for that kid.
Right.
Just because I went to Mount Zion don't mean every kid needs to go to Mount Zion. That might not be the great situation for him. That was the good situation for me.
Why wouldn't it be?
It's different. Everything is different because the situation where prep school is, first of all, that's going to be the first experience of you leaving home for real. You gone. You know what I'm saying? You gone. Now it's all about that kid. Now we were in my day. We was raised. I feel like we was raised a little different. I was raised a little different than these kids these days. You feel what I'm saying? These days, but not taking nothing away from anyone's desire or passion, you know, a dream to want to pursue things. That's what it's all about. Yeah. If you really want it and that's what you really want, it don't matter where you go. That's how I was. I was like, I don't care where you send me. I'm going to kill out here. I'm going to be straight out here because I'm going to survive. I'm going to adapt to my environments, and that's what it is.
Survive.
And with Zanai, is going back to my daughter, the similarities, I say the overnight, senior year overnight, boom. You averaging 31, 32 points a game, 15 rebounds, shooting 71% on the field. You winning every award. You double, triple doubles. You getting this, you getting that. Kentucky, Purdue, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, everybody.
So her numbers, they weren't looking like that.
She was averaging like 3 points a game her first 3 years.
So what was it like? What?
It was the right situation. Like I said, go back. I think it was the right situation. I thank the coaches. I thank everybody that had something to do with her success at that in this last, you know what I'm saying, this last year or so.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. And I thank her mom too for having for her whole life. You know what I'm saying? For her whole life. She's the one that deserves all that credit. You know, basketball wise, the only thing I tell my daughter all the time, man, you did everything on your own. I said, I'm just here to I'm going to be the dude that's going to motherfucking be that dude that's not going to allow nobody to bullshit you when it comes down to the politics of this sport, of this game, of this business, because I've already been through it, so I know it. So when anything comes, call me. I'm the guy you call when 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you call your daddy. When it comes down to anything, I'm the guy you call if somebody approaches you with some type of whatever, you know,
NIL or
anything.
Right.
So I'm gonna call, because this is what we're gonna do. All right, hold on. I might not know the answer, but I know I got somebody in my phone that knows the answer that I can call. Like I said before, the relationships I was able to build to be able to hold on. This is the situation. Let's get it done. Got it. And it's all about protecting her. It's all about protecting her. You feel me? At the same time, with me protecting her, I know I'm protecting myself from things happening again, because if anything happened to her, it's happening to me. Because just like when everything that happened to me affected her. Right. So that's the biggest thing, overnight success, man. It was that situation she was in, man. Shout outs to the Warrenville coaches, man. For real, man. I ain't gonna lie to them, man. They overnight changed her, put a different work ethic. They sparked the work ethic that was already in her. You feel me? It was already in her. They pulled it out of her, and she followed through with it. And that's what I hope now that continues to happen while she's at Kentucky now, freshman year. She's getting ready, man. Travel to those games now. Lexington, we coming to Lexington. Hey, Hugh, we coming to Lexington, baby. Let's go.
Let's get
Lexington, we coming.
Hey, we courtside.
Yes,
that's blessings, man.
Okay,
right,
but
coach.
Harvey, you spoke about, you just mentioned briefly, right? What happened to me. King, you know, you can phrase it the way you want to phrase it, but let's get into that. Let's tell that, let's, you know, kind of deliver a little bit of that story as much as we can to the people, you know, so they understand that and what we can take from that. So if you want to.
So all I really want to highlight is I want everybody to know, and you've already said it, man, your situation, especially with your daughter, wasn't a situation that you tried to be in. You didn't try to be a, you know, out the home father, right? You had your trials and your tribulations in life. And what you're probably known for more so is the situation that we're alluding to that happened with your first university at Baylor. So everybody knows, man.
Second university.
Second, I'm sorry.
Second. Yeah, Georgetown first.
Georgetown was first.
Oh, shout out to Georgetown.
Right,
all
love
to Georgetown and love to Baylor, yo. Georgetown will forever be a Hoya, no doubt. You feel me? Right. That's just family. That goes deeper than basketball with that right there. That goes just some great John Thompson and everything, that personal relationships, you know what I'm saying? But same thing with Baylor, man. It's all love with Baylor, man. No, you know what I'm saying? They got no ill will, no bad blood with Baylor. My ill will with that situation comes from, before we even get into it, my ill will, if anything seems like it's ill will and it's directed, my ill will is directed to the media. That's it. And the university, I love the University of Baylor too. shout outs to Coach Drew, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing down there.
Yeah, so what you guys might not know, Harv was in a situation that ended up putting him out for a few years, right? And there was a documentary that was out. Was it on Showtime? I think
Yeah,
it was Showtime. It was on Showtime.
Disgrace. The name of the joint was Disgrace.
It's called Disgrace. So we're not gonna support that. We're gonna support the real doc that's coming out. So as much as you can, right? Because like I said, he got a doc coming out. You want to make sure you all support it and give him the love that he needs. Talk a little bit about, as much as you can without giving out too much information about the situation, man.
Well, like I said, first and foremost, man, prayers and everything, like I said from the beginning, unfortunate trial of events. And prayers still go out to, blessings still go out to the families that was involved in those tragic events. The situation that occurred, my character, my involvement was highly fabricated. No evidence was ever proven to support any of the fabrications of my involvement in that situation, but yet my character was never clean. My character was my involvement was never cleared from that situation, so it was always a cloud over top of my head pertaining to that particular situation. Mm-hmm. And that particular situation was, you know what I'm saying, that's a sports history, it's history in sports. Mm-hmm. In the world of sports. That everybody that knows about that situation is history in the world of sports. So with that cloud overshadowed my accomplishments, my achievements after that event happened. It overshadowed my professional career pursuing my dream to get to the NBA. It overshadowed the undoubtable numbers, the undoubtable productivity, the talent, the undoubtable question that I knew I was supposed to be in the NBA, along with everybody else knew I was supposed to be in the NBA. Along with the peers and the guys that played in the NBA that know me and that played with me, know I was supposed to be there. And know I'm supposed, you know what I'm saying, I was supposed to be right alongside with them.
But for the people watching, let's define what the situation was so they understand as much as we can.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I mean, public records.
Not your involvement.
Oh, yeah. No, public records already. So, like I said, if you go to Google and put Harvey Thomas basketball in there, you'll be able to read up. And y'all can find out. All the viewers that's viewing now can find out the situation off the hand or detail. But as far as the basic truth of my truth, that's never been put out there, and that's what the documentary is going to represent. Unfortunate events happened. Summer of 2003, 2004, I was recruited to go to Baylor University from the JUCO after I left my freshman year of Georgetown. I completed my freshman year at Georgetown, ended up transferring to a JUCO after the death of my father. Rest in peace, Dad. I ended up going to JUCO. After I went to the JUCO, I was supposed to return back to Georgetown, but the recruiting process started all over again. So I couldn't just bear to go back to Georgetown, and my dad not be there. That was a big part of. He raised me. I was raised by a single father, so he's the reason I was at Georgetown, for real. Right. So I couldn't go back to Georgetown, but I'm looking what's the best fit. Baylor came, I looked at Baylor. I'm strategically planning this now. I'm like, oh shoot, all I gotta do is go ahead and play ball, and I'm going to the league. Mm-hmm. I know where I'm going now. I'm looking, I see Baylor, they rostered. They had John Lucas III at the point guard spot. They had Ellis Kidd Jr. at the shooting guard. They had Terrence Thomas at the 3, and then at the 4 they didn't have no one at the 4, and then at the 5 they had I think R.T. Gwynn, but they had at the 4 they had Lawrence Roberts. They had Lawrence Roberts. Lawrence Roberts' aunt is Robin Roberts from Good Morning America. So now I'm already looking like John Lucas III and Lawrence Roberts. They my best friends before I even get there. They don't like those my guys. John Lucas, your daddy runs Houston, and your aunt is on Good Morning America. I'm kicking it with y'all. You feel me? I'm gone. I done made it out the hood. I'm out the hood. I'm coming down here. I'm ready. I'm on my suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my suit and tie shit down here. Yeah. The least thing I'm thinking about is any hood type of, you know what I'm saying, activities. So I get down there, recruited by Baylor. I look at this situation like, yeah, man, we got a chance to compete too. It's the Big 12. Oh, I'm gonna be on TV. Hey, not playing against Texas, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State. Oh yeah, we going to the league. Man, I get down there, man. I'm down there for about a week, man. One guy. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to cause no problems, but if you look in the documentary, they tell the guy one of my teammates ended up killing another one of my teammates. And throughout that whole fiasco, my name gets drugged in the whole scenario with, like I said, with no proof at all through the whole situation. My name gets drugged in through the whole scenario. And I'm pretty sure I know how I got drugged through. The dude that killed the dude tried to throw me under the bus and whatever, how the situation go. To go along with it is a lot of other NCAA violations. That's why we're not really going to talk about it like we really want to talk about it. Because we're going to wait. It's coming. But there's a lot of stuff that's going on that gets exposed throughout this murder. You know what I'm saying? It's a murder. It's just murder. So now it's a murder, and it's a cover-up, it's a scandal, and it's everything going. And then it's me, Harvey Thomas, the new face on the campus. Everybody knows where I'm coming from. By that time, I thought I read an article where they consider me as a basketball nomad. Because I went to 4 high schools and 3 different colleges. Like I'm basketball nomad. So yeah, I'm the guy. I'm coming from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I'm just the guy. I'm the Allen Iverson type, the thug guy. So now that with that image perceived of me already through the media, this is all what the media has perceived me the way they.
And you've been there a week.
I was there a week. Within that first week, man, I'm not even there a month, and this shit is already going on, man.
Okay, so really quick, man, because I know we're getting close to our time. Tell the people a little bit, man, if you can, in a few words, maybe, man, a statement or so, it doesn't really matter, what that did for you after the fact and how you're using that, if you're using that, to fuel you for your future.
And with that, if I can just add to the question also.
Great question.
How did that affect you, your process? Or, like you already said, you had NBA dreams. You knew what was about to happen for you when this intercepted. So if you could just speak on that and then go to, how you grew from that, you know what I'm saying?
Look, to sum that shit up for real, great question. Both great questions. That shit fucked up my mental health. You feel me?
Yeah.
To have something right there, something non-physical, stopping you from achieving your dream. Something that ain't had nothing to do with stopping you from achieving your dreams, stopping you from achieving shit that you promised your family, you promised yourself that you would be able to do to change other people's lives in your life. That shit fucked up my mental health. But it also made my mental health stronger. To be able to still be here right now, to be the man that I am, and to still be positive, wake up every day like, shit, I'm still about to get this drink. Y'all ain't got me. Hey, y'all fucked me, almost threw me off my drink right there. But thank you, Lord. Thank you for blessing me to be mentally strong enough to adapt to my situation and to still pursue my dreams. Tattoo right here on my arm, Dream Chaser. 40 years old, I'm still going out there to chase these dreams. Like I said, we ain't talking about the stuff because we got something in production that we trying to work on, that we don't want to, it's coming, man. It's coming at the right time, but that's how it affected me. We ain't even got to talk about how it affected my financial, my financial lifestyle. You feel me?
Yeah.
But at that time, mentally at that time, I took it, boom, but it drove me like, man, I ain't doing that. I'm still balling. But when I'm playing ball overseas and guys like, yeah, you got from Baylor. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? What happened? What happened? Man, I don't even know what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I easily look at it now like, I could have been like, fuck this shit. I ain't playing this shit no more. I could have been, fuck this shit. I'm going to punch the next nigga in the face that asked me about this shit. You feel me?
Right.
Or I can be, fuck that shit. That shit ain't about to stop me.
Right.
And that's what I chose to do. I chose to be like, fuck that shit. That shit ain't gonna stop me. I know my truth. I ain't had shit to do with this shit.
Right.
That shit ain't gonna stop me. One day, I'm going to get my time. I'm going to get my time. And I'm not going to stop until I get my time. And then once I get my time, I'm going to keep going. That's what it gave me, for real.
Wrestling, brother, man. Hey, so look, man, as much as I want to, possibly dig a little deeper, man, keep this flowing. You already know we at the time, brother. But again, man, I appreciate you.
Love you,
man.
man.
Love
Love
you,
you,
too,
man. Straight up, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody.
Appreciate you.
Definitely. Great interview.
Definitely.
Appreciate it. Definitely, man.
So for all y'all already know what it is, man. This is built different, right? Proven fact right here. You got to be built different to make it out here in this world and to even watch this pod. So again, it's your boy King. Again, PG_Crown_King. I'm gonna let my boy 30 close it out.
MrGo30, you already know. We had a great interview. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching the whole thing, and we out.